folks, it's Sarah with Obadiah's, and today I want to show you guys how to custom paint a wood stove. So I have a lot of people just call me like interested in all kinds of different colors, and a lot of the main cook stoves especially, or just standard wood stoves, they really just come in a flat black. And so right now we are in the process of redoing a stove, and we've done this a couple of times, and then people see these custom color stoves online and they're like, how do I get this? So I want to show you guys. Now with this particular one, this was a used stove, so we had to fully sand it down, which this is going to be the finished product. So if you are going to be starting with a stove that has already been burned or used and is not like literally brand new out of the package, then you will definitely need to sand it down, which is what has been done here. This is the Roby Cook LX model with the chrome legs. So you can see that the black color has been sanded down. And then I'll show you guys, I already have the warming oven portion done, so I'm going to show you that as well on what it looks like. I just wanted to show you through this process and how this is done. So basically, when you're doing this, you can really use any kind of brand of high temp stove paint. It does need to be rated to 1200 degrees. Now Stove Bright is probably going to be the most common and popular brand on the market, and actually like most manufacturers use Stove Bright, and Roby does use a Stove Bright. They use the flat black. This is a mahogany color that I have here. This one is forest green, and then we have a silver. Actually though, on this particular stove, we're going to be using Rust-Oleum because we're doing it a different color. So typically, Roby would be the Stove Bright flat black. Metallic black, I'm sorry. Roby is the Stove Bright metallic black finish. And then Rust-Oleum has two different options. They have a flat black, or they have a high gloss as well. This one's going to be the high gloss. You can kind of see on the lid that it's shiny. So with this one, because we had to redo the stove anyways, we opted to do it in a shiny finish. So keep in mind when you watch the videos on this particular stove that this is a custom paint job, and of course I will point that out in those videos as well. The main thing on the paint brand though is the 1200 degree temperature. There are other brands out there, like I know Ace has a brand with a lot of other colors, but that one is only rated to 1000 degrees. Lighter colors especially tend to discolor more with higher temperatures, so really make sure you're getting a good paint, because you don't want to have to do this again. It is a project. Now, if you were starting with a stove that was brand new, that was shipped to you and it was a flat black color and you wanted to change it, that actually really wouldn't be that much work. It'd really just be the painting process. So I mean, this prep process to sand all this down, I mean, this was probably close to about a 10-hour job. And you know, we got to tape everything off and getting it all ready for painting. So we'll show you that through the process as well. A few other products that you're going to want to need when going through this is the main thing, especially if you're getting like a, you know, anytime you're painting, the stove needs to be really cleaned off. So we recommend the Mineral Spirits paint thinner to wipe the stove off with prior to painting. And of course, taping it off is super important, because you know there's like, for example, certain chrome corners down here. You don't want to have a mess, so really be sure about that. Now I'll show you the top of the stove as well. So right here you can see the difference. This is the high gloss. Now this was a flat black, but it has been sanded, but you can definitely see the shiny in it. Now keep in mind the shiny high gloss is going to be a little bit easier to clean, but it is not, it's still not a porcelain finish. But yeah, I mean, so far I'm really digging the glossy kind of color. I will say though, when you're picking a high gloss color, flaws definitely show more. So we're outside painting, and you might have saw the little puppy in the background. So, you know, be careful with like little hairs and stuff like that. We kind of had a few little oopsies, but they're in spots that aren't super noticeable, but just keep that in mind, you know, that you do run the risk of doing that if you don't have a closed off painting booth. But it is definitely an option to change up the color of the stove. I've seen, you know, we've done like green stoves before, bronze, so all kinds of options. So if you are interested in a color that you don't see on the market, just always keep that in mind. You know, some people are like willing to pay a big upcharge for it. You might even just be able to hire somebody locally to custom paint your stove. So it's super important when you're taping off the stove to tape off the insides here. You really don't want any overspray going inside the firebox or your baking oven. And then of course on the cooktop we seal these holes off as well. So these are kind of the items you need. Acetone, mineral spirits to clean the stove off when you're done. High heat paint, so Rust-Oleum or Stove Bright brand. Of course, masking tape. The tack cloths are what we have used here below. And of course, like I was talking about earlier, you will be sanding. It is super important, you guys. Always, always protect your lungs. And these are hand pads that we use for sanding, as well as the classic Brillo. Here we have the warming oven up close, so you can see the nice shiny color. Let's see. Try and see if you can see any flaws in here. Depends on how particular you are. If you have a very particular eye, and little things like that will drive you crazy, custom painting your stove may not be the best option unless you professionally hire it like in a paint booth. But yeah, it is coming out really nice. Can't wait to show you guys the stove and the finished product. So I want to show you guys, this is the high gloss finish, and I did this. The stove was outside painting and it was raining. So I went to wipe the water spots off and my microfiber had pine needles on it. And then I come over here with a paper towel. I learned a lesson. I had no idea that a paper towel would scratch a high gloss paint. The stove itself looks beautiful. I mean, you can see it reflecting here. We're still kind of in the cutout process. But I guess that's just one thing I want to tell you guys about the high gloss, because I did not realize that. I did not realize. But then I wiped it again. If your microfiber's clean is good, you're good, but you don't want to use any kind of like paper on a high gloss paint to clean it up. So this is the finished painted stove that Mr. Woody painted for us. And we're getting it put back together. It turned out really nice though. So here we are looking at the mostly finished product on the J.A. Roby. You can kind of see the nice shine to it. It looks beautiful, especially in the lighting it reflects. I did show you guys in this video the scratch on the cooktop. Oh, can't even believe I did that. That's terrible. Thankfully the stove is still clean, so we can touch it up, but keep that in mind. Anyway, look at how great this turned out. So this is the regular flat cast iron door that we painted with the high gloss. I really think this door looks nice. So yeah, I can't wait to show it all to you guys when we have it all put back together, and I'm gonna do a comparison with the new painted model versus the old regular J.A. Roby model. So you'll be able to see the difference between the flat black and the high gloss there, which will give you guys a great contrast. So I hope that you guys are finding these videos helpful. If you guys like my videos, please don't forget to give them a thumbs up, click subscribe in the corner of the channel, share them with a friend. Thanks for watching, y'all. God bless and have a wonderful day.